The weather right now as we head into the weekend. Live look over Independence Boulevard in East Charlotte. Another gorgeous sunset here for this Friday. Cloudy, cool conditions across the area. Rain moved on out, but will it make a return this weekend?
Chief Meteorologist Tara Lane joins us now. Tara, we are dry at least until Sunday, right?
Yeah, so tomorrow is that dry half of the weekend. Sunday, we've got the next round of rain coming in and some mountain wintry weather to talk about too with the colder temperatures, maybe a little sleet, freezing rain, kind of a mixed bag coming up. But yes, it's a pretty picture as we look live outside. Look at that, a gorgeous sunset just in time for sunset here. We've had more of that significant clearing moving through and the back edge of the shield of cloud cover here that brought the rain earlier today moving out and making for a beautiful sunset. Of course, after the time change this weekend, that sunset will go from around 6:30 to around 7:30 starting Sunday night. Live look there from our Hyatt South Park camera. And the rainfall from earlier today, as expected, anywhere from a few hundredths of an inch to as much as about a third of an inch or so. We had one of the higher totals showing up out there in Anson County around Wadesboro, but the rain is long gone, and now we just have a mostly clear to partly cloudy sky out there ahead for tonight. And temperatures, of course, cooling down. It's going to stay generally on the cool side this weekend, too. 57 right now in the Queen City. We've got that south-southwest wind, about 5 to 10 miles an hour. Not too blustery here, but up in the mountains, it's a different story. Temperatures got warmer. We were close to 70 earlier today. Places like Morganton and Lenore. Shelby right now is at 61 along with Morganton, with the sun going down, of course. And we're hanging on to those low and mid 50s from near the metro and then off to the east, chillier mid 40s up in the mountains. So talking about those higher elevations, that's where the wind is whipping. We have some gustiness picking up, wind advisory going until 10 o'clock tomorrow morning with gusts up to 50 miles an hour possible already, not far from that. Close to a 45-mile-an-hour wind gust at last check around the Boone area. And you can see how those numbers will remain generally elevated here through the night and early tomorrow. Meantime, the numbers disappear through the night, so the wind settles outside of the mountains. And breezes tomorrow afternoon across the Piedmont, even up in the high country, only around, say, the 20 to 25-mile-an-hour range. There's just a little breezy from time to time. But tomorrow is nice, cool. Highs only in the upper 50s to near 60, but pretty quickly after tomorrow, sun goes down and that next storm system or rain-making system in our case will be moving back in to wrap up the weekend. 59 for tomorrow with that sunshine, only 48 on Sunday. Just kind of a cold, wet day. So that means tomorrow, being the dry half of the weekend, it looks great for the Charlotte FC Atlanta United match. Little cool, little breezy, but otherwise lots of sunshine. It looks good as kickoff there happens at noontime tomorrow. And Futurecast does show the only thing showing up really is some scattered clouds moving through from time to time. And then not until after you go to bed tomorrow night, early Sunday morning, that's when the rain starts to move in. It's primarily green, temperatures nicely above freezing, although chilly, yes. But then you can see the blue and purple showing up in the mountains, indicating that mix of sleet or falling as rain and freezing on contact. So it's freezing rain and even some bursts of some wet snow up there. And some of that, even some flakes could fly maybe down toward Morganton. Light accumulation possible up there. And otherwise, the afternoon is looking a little bit drier. Just some lingering lighter showers will be possible. So we're not expecting a ton of snow here, obviously. Forecast snowfall totals 1 to 2 inches. Isolated higher totals possible once you head higher up in elevation. So the mountain forecast, again, drier half of the weekend is tomorrow. Just messy. Be careful trying to get around on the roads with some slick conditions possible there developing on Sunday. And then it just gets real cold. Lows in the teens and 20s starting Tuesday in the mountains and even outside of the higher elevations. We're going to be watching for a possible hard freeze or some frosty conditions starting Tuesday morning, Wednesday morning. Those lows dropping into the upper 20s to around 30. A concern for agriculture after all the warmth and all the blooming that's been happening lately. But lots of sunshine, and already by this time next week, we're warming up again by St. Patrick's Day.